In the early years of Islam, the leaders of Quraysh saw the message of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as a threat to their traditions, wealth and power. Islam called for justice, equality, and the worship of one God, which challenged the Quraysh's authority. When persuasion, threats, and persecution failed, the Quraysh took an extreme step. They enforced a total social and economic boycott against the Prophet, peace be upon him, his family, and his closest supporters. This was one of the most difficult trials in Islamic history. Why did the Quraysh enforce the boycott? The Quraysh believed that by isolating Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his family, they could force him to abandon his mission. The boycott was designed to cut off all trade and food supply, prevent any marriages with them, stop all business dealings, and pressure them into surrendering the Prophet, peace be upon him, to the Quraysh. A written declaration was placed inside the Kaaba to make the agreement official. Those who disobeyed it faced severe consequences. As a result, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, his family, and the entire Banu Hashim and Banu Muttalib clans, including both Muslims and non-Muslims who supported him, were forced to take refuge in Sheib E Abi Talib, a small valley on the outskirts of Makkah. For nearly 3 years they suffered extreme hunger, thirst, and hardship. Food was so scarce that they survived on leaves, dried leather, and whatever little they could find. The cries of starving children echoed in the valley, but the Quraysh remained firm in their cruelty. Despite the unbearable suffering, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his family, never responded with violence or anger. Instead, they endured the hardship with patience, faith, and sacrifice. Some kind-hearted individuals, including secret supporters within the Quraysh, tried to smuggle food into the valley at night. Hazrat Ali, R.A., and other brave individuals would risk their lives sneaking out to buy food, but the Quraysh often blocked their efforts. Abu Talib, the Prophet's uncle, remained his greatest protector. Every night, he would move the Prophet's, peace be upon him, sleeping place multiple times to protect him from assassination attempts. After nearly 3 years, some noble members of the Quraysh began questioning the cruelty of the boycott. Among them was Mutim bin Adi, who led efforts to end it. At this time, Abu Talib informed the Quraysh that a divine sign had occurred. Termites had eaten the entire boycott document, leaving only the words Bismillah in the name of Allah. When the Quraysh checked the Kaaba, they found this to be true. Some of them, ashamed of their actions, called for the boycott to end. Finally, the restrictions were lifted, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his family were free to return to Makkah. But the years of hardship had taken their toll. Soon after the boycott ended, both Abu Talib and Hazrat Khadija, R.A., passed away. This was one of the saddest periods in the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, known as the Year of Sorrow, Amul Huzn. Yet, even in this grief, he remained patient, placing his trust in Allah. The story of Sheib E Abi Talib teaches us invaluable lessons. Even in extreme hardship, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his family remained patient and steadfast. They never resorted to violence or revenge, showing the power of faith and endurance. The Quraysh's plan to weaken Islam failed. Instead, it only made the believers stronger and more united. What the Quraysh meant as a punishment became a test of faith, and faith prevailed. Through hardship comes strength. The story of Sheib E Abi Talib.